Remember when the NBA was electric? When every game felt like a must-watch event and you couldn't wait to see what would happen next? Players were larger than life, almost like superheroes. They had this aura, this charisma that drew you in. They talked trash, backed it up on the court, and made every game feel like a high-stakes drama. They had more personality than a clown car full of stand-up comedians. You never knew what they were going to do or say next. Those were the days, my friends. The days when the NBA was not just a sport, but an experience. A spectacle that captivated millions. The days of Jordan, Shaq, Barkley, and AI. Legends who defined an era with their skills and their larger-than-life personas. These guys weren't just athletes. They were entertainers, showmen, and dare I say, artists. They knew how to captivate an audience. They knew how to put on a show. Every game was a performance, a display of skill and personality that left you wanting more. They understood that basketball was more than just a game. It was a spectacle, a form of entertainment that transcended the sport itself. Now, don't get me wrong, the talent is off the charts. These guys can play, but where's the sizzle? Where's the spice? The flair that made you jump out of your seat? Where's the personality that makes you want to run through a wall? The kind of charisma that makes you a lifelong fan? It's like watching a perfectly executed layup line, technically impressive, but about as exciting as watching paint dry. The passion seems to be missing. And the fans, they're noticing. They're craving that excitement, that unpredictability that made the NBA so special. It's time to bring the awesome back. Let's talk numbers, people. The NBA's TV ratings are about as appealing as a cold bowl of oatmeal. They're down, and I'm not talking about a slight dip. This is more like a plunge off the high dive, except nobody's watching because, well, basketball. The NBA Finals used to be appointment television. Now, you're lucky if your grandma tunes in between episodes of Murder, She Wrote, and she loves basketball. Okay, maybe not, but you get the point. Fewer people are watching, which means less excitement, which means fewer sponsors, which means less money. It's a vicious cycle, like trying to get out of a conversation with a conspiracy theorist. You just can't seem to escape. Back in the day, the NBA was a haven for outsized personalities. It was an era where players were not just athletes, but larger-than-life characters who brought their own unique flair to the game. The court was their stage, and they performed with unmatched charisma and style. Dennis Rodman was out there rocking wedding dresses, turning heads wherever he went. He wasn't just a player, he was a spectacle. A showman who knew how to keep the audience on the edge of their seats and dyeing his hair more colors than a box of, Crayola crayons. Each game was a new chapter in the Dennis Rodman saga, and fans couldn't wait to see what he'd do next. He was a walking, talking headline, and you couldn't take your eyes off him, whether it was his on-court antics or off-court escapades. Rodman was always in the spotlight. And who could forget Shaq? The big diesel, the most dominant center to ever grace the hardwood. His sheer size and strength made him a force to be reckoned with. But it was his larger-than-life personality that truly set him apart. He was a force of nature on the court and a hilarious, charismatic giant off it. Shaq's infectious laughter and playful demeanor made him a fan favorite, and his presence was felt both in the game and in popular culture. He was like a real-life superhero, only funnier. Whether he was dunking on opponents or cracking jokes, Shaq brought a sense of joy and entertainment that was unmatched. And then there was Allen Iverson, the answer. He was a game changer, both in his style of play and his attitude. Iverson brought a street ball flair to the NBA, and his crossover dribble became the stuff of legend. He was all swagger and attitude, a walking middle finger to the establishment. Iverson's rebellious spirit and fearless approach made him a polarizing figure, but also one of the most exciting players to watch. He was controversial, sure, but he was also captivating. He was must-see TV. Every time Iverson stepped on the court, you knew something special was about to happen. These players weren't just athletes, they were icons who left an indelible mark on the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Today's NBA players are incredibly talented. They can dunk from the free throw line, hit three-pointers with ease, and execute plays with surgical precision. They're like basketball playing robots with their perfect jump shots and pinpoint passes. Every move is calculated. Every play is rehearsed to perfection. But somewhere along the way, they forgot how to be interesting. The spontaneity, the raw emotion, the unpredictability, it's all been sanitized. They're all so polished and media trained, so afraid to say or do anything that might jeopardize their brand. Every word is measured, every action is scrutinized. They're all about that humble grind and staying in their lane. They focus on their craft, put in the hours, and let their game do the talking. And while there's nothing wrong with being a good person, it doesn't exactly make for compelling television. The drama, the rivalries, the larger-than-life personalities, those are the things that keep us glued to our screens. It's like watching a bunch of accountants play basketball. Sure, they're competent, but where's the excitement? Sure, they're good at what they do, but you'd rather watch paint dry. The thrill, the unpredictability, the edge of your seat moments, those are missing. Or maybe watch grass grow. The excitement, the passion, the fire, it's all been replaced by a monotonous routine. Or maybe just stare at a blank wall. You get the picture. The essence of what made the game captivating seems to have faded away. Section 5. The rise of the machines and the fall of fun. Part of the problem is the way the game is played today. It's all about analytics and efficiency, about taking the highest percentage shot every time. Gone are the days of the isolation play, the one-on-one battle of wills. Now, it's all about pick and rolls and three-pointers. It's like watching a computer simulation, a perfectly executed algorithm. It's effective, sure, but it's about as exciting as watching a chess match. And let's be honest, nobody wants to watch a chess match. Section 6. Social media. Friend or foe to NBA personalities. You'd think social media would be a slam dunk for NBA personalities. It's the perfect platform to connect with fans, showcase their personalities, and build their brand. And yet, it seems to have had the opposite effect. Players are so worried about saying the wrong thing and becoming the next viral meme that they've become afraid to say anything at all. They stick to carefully curated posts about their sponsors, their workouts, and their latest philanthropic endeavors. It's also boring. Where's the spontaneity? Where's the authenticity? Where's the fun? Social media has become a double-edged sword, a tool for self-promotion that's actually stifling self-expression. Section 7. The NBA needs more than just talent. Bring back the spice. The NBA needs to remember that it's in the entertainment business. People tune in to be entertained, to escape from the mundane, to see something spectacular. And right now, the NBA is failing to deliver. They need to encourage players to be themselves, to express their individuality, to let their personality shine. They need to loosen the reins, embrace the chaos, and let the good times roll. The NBA needs more than just talent. It needs personality. It needs charisma. It needs, dare I say, it needs more characters. Section 8. What can the NBA do? A few humorous suggestions. First, a mandatory trash talking seminar for all rookies. Taught by Gary Payton, of course. Second, bring back the short shorts. Third, allow players to wear whatever they want on the court. I'm talking feather boas, sequined headbands, the whole 9 yards. Make it a fashion show on hardwood. Finally, and this is the most important one, encourage players to be themselves. Let them show their personalities, even if it means a little bit of controversy. Remember, controversy sells. Just ask Dennis Rodman. Section 9. In conclusion, the NBA needs to rediscover its mojo. The NBA is at a crossroads. It can either continue down this path of sanitized, personality-free basketball, or it can rediscover its mojo, embrace its colorful past, and give the fans what they want. A show. The NBA needs to remember that it's not just a sport, it's entertainment. And right now, the entertainment value is about as exciting as watching a snail race. So NBA, I implore you, bring back the fun, bring back the personalities, bring back the excitement. Your ratings depend on it. And more importantly, so does my sanity.